So these are our rental firearms that people can try out. You gotta try before you buy kind of thing. It's a pretty great experience. We got people coming in from all age groups. I've seen 5-year-olds shoot a full-size 9mm.
Tristan Fulton practically grew up in Freedom Firearms, the gun shop his family owns in central Michigan.
And every day I'd come here and I'd go down the street to the dollar store and buy a gallon of milk and a package of Oreos and down the whole thing. And then I would go shoot for a minute, and then by the time that happened and I digested all the Oreos, it was time to go home, so.
Fulton's 19. He graduated high school in the spring, and now he's working as a cell phone tower repairman.
Send that bad boy back out. Get on out there, boy.
Last March, he walked into a Dick's Sporting Goods in Troy, Michigan, and with his uncle filming the whole thing, tried to buy a shotgun.
You actually have to be 21 to look at any firearm.
Okay, so just come through policy. So follow orders, right? You understand?
Have a good day.
Thank you.
The point was not that he needed a shotgun.
Clearly, because if you needed a shotgun,
Right, if I need a shotgun, I could just
come here and
hey,
got it.
Dad, I want a shotgun. Can I get a shotgun? But they don't understand that it wasn't about the firearms. It was about the rights. I was advocating for people's rights. When I showed up and I was like, hey, I want to take a look at that, he wouldn't even put it in my hands. And that's age discrimination is what that is.
Fulton filed a lawsuit. And while it might sound frivolous, legal experts say he has a pretty good chance of winning. Dick's was one of a handful of national chains that stopped selling guns to people under 21 last year, after the Parkland school shooting. But Michigan's civil rights law says that no company can refuse service to someone based on their age, so long as what they want is legal. And in Michigan, where Dick's has 24 stores, you only have to be 18 to purchase a rifle.
Hello?
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 Oh, hey. Hi, yes.
I can't really talk right now. I'm doing an interview. Thank you. Telemarketer. I could just tell.
Yeah.
Just tell.
James Mikowski is Fulton's lawyer.
Is this calendar? Hold on, this is your calendar, right?
That is my calendar.
They're asking for more than $25,000 in damages. Mikowski has taken on gun cases before, but this is the first time he's doing it as a matter of civil rights.
Yeah, this is not a Second Amendment issue at all. This is a civil rights issue. Age is a protected class in Michigan, just as race, as national origin. It's all protected class. His age group is being discriminated against by Dick's Sporting Goods and other retailers who have decided to jump on the bandwagon.
It feels to me like this is a pretty novel way to tackle this issue.
We're lucky in Michigan that we have the Civil Rights Act to rely on to help with this, yes.
Good, strong liberal law.
Good, strong liberal law, perhaps being used against the liberals.
Hi, I'm Tyler Watson. I'm going to the Ranch Pass Walmart to try and purchase a Ruger 1022 rifle.
Around the same time Fulton filed his lawsuit, some 18 and 20-year-olds in Oregon were doing the same thing, recording themselves trying to buy a rifle at a Dick's and a Walmart.
You're 20 years old?
Yeah.
And filing lawsuits. Fulton and his attorney both say the idea came to them spontaneously.
Is there any coordination at all?
None whatsoever, at least not on my part.
Is the NRA involved in these groups?
They are aware of the litigation and they're supportive in the sense of go get 'em Tiger, but they're not involved in any way in the lawsuit, no.
Dick's has declined to comment about this case, but in a previous statement, its CEO urged lawmakers to pass common sense gun reform, including raising the minimum age to buy a gun to 21. In a way, that's what really has the gun rights groups concerned. At a time when Congress and state legislatures seemingly can't get anything done on gun control, corporations have started to take real action on the issue. Companies like Delta, FedEx, and Levi's have all ended discount programs with the NRA, or joined high-profile campaigns against gun violence.
So don't they have that right as a company to make that?
They have the right.
Sure, what, do they have the right not to serve black people then?
You think they're the same thing?
Why isn't it? What's the difference? Whether I can control my age or the color of my skin.
For pro-gun conservatives like Tristan's Uncle Joel, gun restrictions have to be fought just as hard, whether they're coming from Dick's and Walmart or the government. gun rights are secure in so many respects. Why is this a fight worth picking?
Is it a fight worth picking when anybody is disadvantaged? So 18, 19, 20, we start to think of these folks as kids, but he can sign contracts, he can go get married. If he's gonna be held to those same responsibilities, should he not be able to exercise those rights?
Is that a threat though? I mean, is what they're doing actually posing a real threat to gun rights?
When it comes to civil rights, when it comes to people's individual rights, we're not gonna go down the slippery slope and try and climb back up. We're gonna nip it in the butt and stop it early.
If we don't, it'll just accelerate and it'll continue to grow. If we don't tell these industries, you don't get to tell us what to do, you don't get to take away our rights, it's eventually, it'll get to the point where everybody's like, oh, well, we can mess with these guys. Well, we've shown them that you don't get to do that because you'll have problems, and those problems will have outcomes that you will not like.